The reason I'm having this conversation is because it's from my heart. I feel it's from my heart. So I'm having this conversation because I felt I was wronged. Not everybody was right? Not everybody was given the award, right? Bradley Cooper's about to win an Oscar. And he's going to thank the actor studio. And I want people to boo. Because he's worse than Elia Kazan. He betrayed me and many like me. Bradley Cooper is pretty much the new Elia Kazan. I can't call him a communist, but I'm sure other people can. But I can call him a dangerous person that deals in smut and drugs. He deals in prostitution, and he deals in a lot of evil. His wife is Russian, do the math. She was probably once a prostitute. So Bradley Cooper is going to go up in front of the Academy Awards, and he's going to accept an Oscar for Best Actor when he's probably one of the worst people on this planet. I hope he cries. But I hope at least one person in the audience boos. These people are from Oklahoma. Now, Bradley Cooper will tell you that I'm not an actor. But I will tell you that I am an actor. And guess what? That makes me an actor. I'm also a vlogger. I like to vlog. I don't know Jordan the Lion, but I know he hung out with Shelley Winters, and I think that's cool. But let me tell you something. Bradley Cooper did not make it the right way. He cheated his way to the top. So accept your Oscar and lie and cry before America, because we know, Bradley Cooper, that you're smut, and enjoy your Oscar because you cheated your way to get that. Just like Elia Kazan got his. In the end, I will win. In the end, I will also be given an Oscar because they can only be fair. Those are K5s, those are pretty cool Kias right there. But I will get it, but I will not accept the Oscar. I will do what Marlon Brando did. I will send someone else as a substitute to pick up my Oscar. And in doing that, I will protest the evil of the world. Because I'm not going to stand before vanity and say this place is good. I'm going to have someone else stand for me. Sorry, I'm laughing. I'm going to have there's only so long I can keep the character. I'm going to have someone stand for me and tell everybody, this sucks. This world is evil, okay? They need to know that the world is evil. All right. So it was kind of an act. But let me tell you something. Spiritually, it was real. These people are bad. They're not good. They'll admit to it. They go up there with tears in their eyes. They have a long speech of people they want to thank. And ultimately, I want to thank Leonard Bernstein. Right? The person that's died, made a bunch of music, and did what he loved. Okay, fine. Well, I think Howard Stern. You know, he's almost as bad as me. I don't use as many cuss words, though, so he gets away with it. Really, to be honest, I would like to thank the talk radio guy that's out there. He doesn't always get the image, but he talks from his heart, and you can tell by listening that he does, and he knows there's smut out there in the world. This guy's an idiot. Right over here. But you know what I don't like? I don't like to think that Bradley Cooper's driving along in his car, and he hears me, and he just says this guy's an idiot. Just like that. So I'm sorry over there. The guy back there in the truck. You're not an idiot. I thought I was better for that one little moment. Now I'm back in present moment. That's a cool car right over there. So that's what I want to do. I want to get back to present moment. My goal is to get back to present moment and to forget the past. My past is over with. And I got to move on in the future. I got to let go of the actor studio. I got to let go of Harvey Keitel and Robert De Niro and all my delusions that they're in the mafia. They're probably not, but who cares? I don't know. They may be performers. I got to get rid of Taxi Driver. I got to get rid of all that stuff. And I got to find a way in my head to become who I am, which is an actor. And I want to present a different type of theater. I want a different type of show. I want to present a different movie. I don't want to present their movie. I don't need their schmut. I don't want any cussing in my show. I don't want any strong language. I don't want any drinking of beer or alcohol or wine. I don't want any of that in my show. In my show, there is no smoking cigarettes. There is no drinking, and there is none of that. We don't need that. Those are just material things that we don't need. We don't have to have it. We don't even need our past. We live in the present moment, and we move forward. That's what I'm looking for. We're back at the sunlight. If you're doing DD, that's very, very strange. I've never seen that before in my life. That was very strange. I'll talk about it later. Anyway, if you're doing DD, don't let them do an offer on cash. They'll put you in debt. Okay? This is an online, just like Postmates, just like Uber Eats. All that stuff is done online. And for your safety, do not accept cash. That's coming probably from the mafia. Do not accept it. Okay? I don't know how they get a hold of this stuff. But they try to, because there's a big union in New York. Do not accept cash if you're doing DD. Just say, just decline it and go to the next one. Don't take it as a payout or anything. They'll put you in debt. Just trust me. I know this stuff. I used to be a banker. Do not accept it. As a kid, I used to have a car exactly like this. It's a little Porsche. Oh, we got a red light. We got a red light. Good. Right there. That was my little car. I'm gonna see if they'll talk to me. Hi. How y'all doing? I used to have your car. When I was in high school, it was red. It was a Roadster. What's the name? What's the name that they call it? It's a 914, but what's the name? They call it a Roadster? Just 914? What year, 70? 74, mine was 73. It was a red one, exactly like this. It's a cool car. Yeah, they don't go real fast. It's a Porsche. But they hug corners really well. I called it a Roadster, but I don't know, he didn't know the name of it. So he must not know the name either, but you can look it up online, the real name of it. But it's a 1974 914. That's the car I had in high school. It's a great car to have. It's a lot of fun. The trunk's in the front and the back. So they keep the engine in the middle. It's a nice little car. The top, you gotta be careful. His top was off. Mine was a pop top, just like that. You got to be careful with it, though. I'm going to go back around this way. You got to be careful with the pop top. See how it has a pop top? It's a hard pop top, and it latches on there. It says a 914 LB, but it's real cool. This is like an older couple. They're kind of hippie. That's really cool. See, I'm showing you proof that the actor studio does not help people. This is proof, physical proof, every one of my deliveries. They don't help people. Don't go to them. Do not go to New York. They will not help you. They'll most likely kill you. They're selfish. The suggestion is, if the customer wants to leave a tip, they need to find a process on leaving a cash tip, like in a bag, or, you know, it's just too risky to take a $3.47 tip. You know, if it's a 20 or something like that, they can leave it under a rock, or they can, you know, they don't have to get up close. Okay, it's too dangerous. So if they want to do like a $20 bill tip or something like that, I can understand, but I'm not taking these little $3, $4 tip kind of things. They can just keep it. There they are hiding. They are hiding right behind the Hilton Garden Inn, but they're swinging. Oh, isn't God good? You can see them though. They're hiding right there. They're swinging in the air. There they are. You see them? Just a little bit. See them? They're hiding in the air. And they're swinging around. Look at them. Starting to go down right there. You can't even see it. Let's see if we can see it right here. Just little moments. Just little moments is what life's all about. See them hiding right up there? They're hiding behind the trees. Right behind the highway. That's called the Texas Swings, baby. The Texas Swings. Boy, we got a show tonight. We got a show tonight. I'm posting it all, man. It's all going down. I'm just letting it air. I've done a lot of editing, but I'm getting to the point where I'm just gonna let it air. It might fade in between. It'll fade, so you'll lose some of it in the fade, because that's how iMovie's set up. They don't set it up on cut. They set it up on what's called dissolve, so you lose a little bit. And man, let me tell you, when I'm setting up like 6 shows a night, which sometimes I do, I can't edit all of them. I can lay them out and I can export them, but I can't edit all of them. I need an editing team. I can edit some of them, but not all of them. And I'd rather have the material out there than have perfect edit, you know? Because there's really no perfect edit. You know, have you ever read Thomas Wolfe's book, Lost, rather than Look Homeward Angel? Do you see the difference, what I'm talking about? Some of it gets lost in the dissolve, but some of it's cut, right? Look Homeward Angel is an edited version of Thomas Wolfe's Lost. The real version is called Oh Lost. So you're only reading an edited version of Thomas Wolfe's book when you read Thomas Wolfe, okay? You're not getting it all. You're only getting some of it, okay? Because great stuff is always that. Look here, there's Six Flags. See them spinning right there? You kind of have to look at it. Take some focus to look. They're spinning right there. See if we can get them right here. Oh, these crazy people, man. All right. Heck, man, I have to, hang on. There is the sun right there, and there's Six Flags. I got this friend of mine when I grew up. His name was Sean. We had a lot of fun. I think we went to Six Flags a few times, but he would laugh at me because I'd get mad. I'd get mad at things. He enjoyed my anger at the world. Because it's human to get mad. It's funny. Look at Charlie Chaplin in The Dictator, who's playing Hitler, or a version of Hitler. It was funny, but it wasn't real, you know? So not everything I say is true. I'm not saying that I'm complete truth. I'm not saying De Niro is really a hitman. Although it's weird because I don't really want to meet with him because I think that he is. That's how I am. Same with Pesci. That's why I said Pesci's a twig. I know he's not. But he beats people to death with a baseball bat in a movie, and you're like, I don't want to go around this guy. I don't want to interview him. You know, same with De Niro. I'd probably have a bulletproof vest on if I interviewed De Niro. Or even Keitel. I wouldn't even interview Keitel. I've said enough crap about him. I really believe that guy's in the mafia. Whether he is, I don't know. But I really believe this stuff. So it's probably not true. But I don't know. You know, it'd be weird if 50 years back we look back and they actually were to a certain degree. They'd be busted by now probably. But it's a weird thing because these guys are that real. Six Flags over Texas. This is a real nice shot. Now look at this right here. There they are. Those are people that are hanging from strings in the air. Any minute they could fall to their death, and that's it. No tomorrow. Nothing. These are real people that they have suspended in the air that are about to die at any second. Now, if I'm really connected to these powerful people, they can make one of these people fall. No, I'm joking. No, seriously though, that is crazy. That is some insanity. People have died. Just recently, some people have died on a ride that wasn't too different. Man, really, people have died. They've fallen off and they've died. It's a true story. I mean, that's dangerous. That is not safe. That is insane. I don't know if I can do that. I gotta drop some pizza. Dragon Con pins over there, in the hallway over that way. Adam the Woo style, man. That's how crazy that guy is. You know, it's just amazing, you know, how much Adam the Woo stuff is getting popular. I mean, you see it like you would how people dress like James Dean and Marlon Brando. People are actually walking around buying pins, you know, like Walt Disney stuff in the name of Adam the Woo, man. It's crazy. Wearing slacks today. I thought it'd be more professional. There we go. Now, right here in the middle of this elevator, right here. Kind of see the towel. And I don't know why that's there. Oh well, I got this one. I showed them talking about these pins. Pretty craziness. So are you selling, you're selling pins?
Yeah.
Right here? How much do they cost?
3 or 2 for 5.
Okay, so you can get 2 of them for $5?
Yes.
What are they for?
For Crocs.
They're for what?
Crocs.
What's
For
that?
the shoes. The Crocs.
Oh, you put them on your shoes?
Yes.
Where do they go?
Do you the Crocs? No.
No, I mean, how does it go on your shoe?
What do you mean?
This can go on your shoe?
Yes.
Is it magnet?
No.
It just fits in there?
You see the?
No, I'll figure it out, but I'm just... Yeah, I've seen those, but how does it fit? Oh, it goes into like the shoe?
Yeah, they have the whole.
Oh, okay, I don't have any Crocs. I got New Balance. Okay, so she's selling them for Crocs. It's basically like for shoes, like Croc shoes. Like they fit into the shoe or something like that. I don't know, I didn't understand them. I thought they were pins. They weren't actual pins, so maybe I'm a little delusional. I thought they were actually pins that you wear. All right, Bluetooth. Woo. You can fix the Bluetooth by turning it off like that. So you just got to remember to do it, and you can keep going. But you have to turn the radio off, or it'll cut in. Bluetooth will come in and it'll actually turn the camera off. So you got to remember when you get back in the car, you got this going on. You got to make sure that that's off, or the Bluetooth will go to the phone and shut off the camera. Did you know that? Yeah, pretty crazy. You gotta be quick if you're a vlogger. You gotta be quick to be an actor, but you gotta be super quick to be a vlogger. Like 10 times quicker than an actor. It's not easy work at all. Acting's hard. Acting's very difficult, and you do have to be quick to be an actor. But vloggers are quicker. Let me tell you, vloggers are lightning speed quick. Adam, he could probably be a jiu-jitsu master, or jiu-jitsu master, because you have to put the action to the word and the word to the action just like that at the same time. And every single word that you mess up, then you mess up that little section of the vlog. The improv is so dang quick, you don't even understand how quick it is. It is so quick. Judge Roy Scream is that way. We may pass it in just a minute. We'll have to see. We're on the road to Six Flags. I mean, quick. Judge Roy Beam was a real judge. John Milius knows all about it. He was a badass, or he was bad. But this is Judge Roy Scream, which is this is actually a ride. John Milius is a scriptwriter, and he wrote a movie for Paul Newman called Judge Roy Beam. And that was a good movie that Paul Newman was in. John Milius wrote the script. This is Judge Roy Scream, which is based on Judge Roy Beam, which was a hard judge to get over. He was a mean guy. Paul Newman played him. A bunch of other, Anthony Quinn was going to play him. A lot of other actors were going to play Judge Roy Beam, but it went to Paul Newman. John Milius wrote the script. But that's actually Judge Roy Scream right there. We're going to be passing the Joker coming up here. This is an active Joker going on right now. I don't know how many they have throughout Six Flags, but this one's in Arlington, and it's called the Joker. It's pretty crazy. You can probably hear. thing lasts with it. It looks craziness. The ideas behind the Please Subscribe show is that we don't even really watch all the shows. This is like stream of consciousness, like a live action book. Okay, it's just my thoughts, boom, and there's no holds bar. The more editing I do, the harder it is to get my message across. Because people are crazy, man. And I want people to know that they're crazy. So if I cover up my delusions and my thoughts, then I'd be lying to you. Does that make sense? So if I have a delusion, you're going to hear about it. Trust me, I'm going to let you know. Charlie Manson let people know about his delusions. He wasn't ashamed of it. He was never ashamed of his delusions. But he was so far beyond the point of no return in his mind that he didn't know he was delusional. He didn't know it. He didn't know he was really crazy. I kind of do. I kind of do. I kind of know. But I think that if we express them and we tell people about them, then they go away. So if you have a delusion and you tell someone about that delusion, then it goes away. If you don't address it, it'll go away. Now, there's a movie, I go back to Taxi Driver because it gets into it's like Taxi Driver gets into psychological. I'm kind of tired of riffing on Taxi Driver. The reason why Taxi Driver is important is because it's a psychological character study. Psychological. So Travis Bickle tries to tell Mr. Wizard his delusion, but he couldn't voice it. And he goes, man, I got some bad, but he couldn't voice the specifics of it, so he didn't really do it. He tried to. Mr. Wizard cut him off, said, hey man, get laid, all that stuff. That was Mr. Wizard kind of cutting him off and trying to help him because he wasn't a psychologist. A psychologist would have dug into that and got the real delusions and could have saved Bickle from hurting people and killing other people, because Travis Bickle was a murderer. He killed other people regardless of their sins. He killed them, okay? It wasn't right. But he became a hero, a protagonist of gritty crime world of New York City, Taxi Driver, kind of vigilant, right? He became like a hero. But really, he's a murderer. And so he's still liked. It's real weird. But what I'm trying to say is, if you know the delusions and they're specific, talk about them. They'll go away. And you'll be able to realize that you were just being tricked by the enemy. You know, the enemy of whatever you want to call it. The enemy of the world, right? Was tricking you into believing something that was not real. That's what the enemy does. I believe in enemies. And they like to fool you and then kind of like trick you. And then they like to set you up, kind of thing. Voice it and tell it. So you're not only out there trying to find what's wrong with the world out there, but you have to find what's wrong with you first. And it's going to be in those delusions. Because listen, everybody has delusions. You can see the top part of the giant. The giant has actually killed people. It sawed a lady in half. It's very dangerous. I don't think I'd ever ride it again. The Titan looks clean. But the giant, they've worked on that thing and reworked it and reworked it and reworked it. It killed a lady. It sawed her right in half. She was an obese lady that was riding it, and it cut her torso into half. Left her on the track to die. Shockwave is pretty safe. It's running right now. It rarely has any like major problems. I used to ride it when I was a kid. But none of these rides are like 100% safe. You know, I don't want to fool you and think, oh, you're okay. But they're pretty close to 100%. We would know if there was problems. There are people there though. Today it's a Friday. So they are riding the rides. You can see this one right here. Looks like maybe Batman on that one. But pretty cool. We got to pick up some chuck beef and drop it off at your doorstep. Actually smell the Saltgrass steakhouse from here. Like you can smell the steak.